Welcome to the Christian and Daniel Show.
It's about to get real, well, you know the deal. You won't have to guess how either of them feel. Bringing up the things you don't think to know. Never knowing where the conversation will go. Just a little more than anything goes. It's a Christian and Daniel Show.
Hi, everyone. I'm Christian.
And I'm Daniel.
And this is the Christian and Daniel Show. Welcome back. It's been a long time.
It's been a while. Thank you to all our friends watching us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. If you don't mind sharing this on your page so that other people can watch along. If you're watching us on Instagram, thank you for joining us. I know we can't show your comments, but I'm keeping an eye on the Instagram to make sure that I bring up your comments. But yes, it's been a while. How you doing, babe?
I'm actually well. But I have something kicking my booty right now. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Nancy. Hello,
Charlie. First comment of the night. Welcome. And hey, sis.
We were wondering where you were, Charlie, last show we did, actually. So we're glad to see you. I love you, Nancy. Good to see you. I'm going to put this just early on because I get it out of my system. I was taking one injectable for my type 2 diabetes, and it was working, but they came out with a generic, and it caused all these problems with Medi-Cal and all this stuff. So I couldn't get it right. I had to go all over LA trying to find it because the actual non-generic Kaiser stopped carrying. So they switched me to the evil being misused by so many people and so many celebrities, Ozempic. But it's nice because it's only a once a week shot. Like I just have to do it once every 7 days instead of every night. And all I could say is I've taken my first dose and it's the lowest dose. And OMG, like people talk about like, oh, you get nauseous and you kind of get a little looser on the backside. I don't mean looser like muscle loose.
He's one of those loose boys now.
You become a hoe. No, Ozempic makes you into a hoe. But it just for me, it's just making me feel like on the edge, not actually totally, but on the edge of being nauseous, like all day long. Like you don't feel nauseous. You just feel on the edge of it. Like, it's there, but it's just lurking in the shadow really close to you. It's really annoying and it saps your energy because you're just trying, for me, I'm in front of kids. So I can't be like, I have to be up. So it takes like twice as much energy to be up and not like feeling that, but it is good. I'm grateful I'm working and I'm out of the house because I don't think about it. And when I'm working with the kids, when I'm actually working, I don't feel anything because I'm so focused on my work and getting the messages out and making sure the kids get it and understand it and enjoy it, that I don't feel it. But as soon as I stop, it hits me like a ton of bricks. Like, bam, you're taking Ozempic now. And this is how people feel. If this is how people are feeling voluntarily just to lose weight, you're out of your minds. Everyone, y'all are out of your minds. Not worth it. I spent so many years being nauseous for real and being really sick. This is the last way I want to feel for the rest of my life. This is not, I don't care if I lose another 50 pounds and look like an Adonis. No. I don't want to feel like this and look that good. I don't want to look that good and feel this way.
Beauty is painful, so.
I know. Beauty is pain.
Yeah, you want to look pretty, gotta look. Before you continue, I want to say hello to some friends on Instagram. Eliud, who's watching us on Instagram, who I met with Maddie in line to get into the Hollywood Horror Nights.
Oh, very cool.
So we met in line and we exchanged. And he's a singer. If I got the information right, he's a singer.
That's
he's got
fantastic.
a big Instagram. Yeah, so if that is you, man, awesome. I was prescribed Ozempic, but when I heard of the term,
there are horrifying side effects to taking Ozempic. Yeah. I mean, I don't have a choice. I have to take it. And I always say, hopefully my body stays strong and I don't get any of those other side effects that are crazy. But yes. Hello, compadre.
And we actually have a question on Instagram for us.
Okay.
Daniel Bauer is so confused. He says, aren't you two living together and married?
No.
No.
I don't say that in a mean way. I say,
no.
no. Daniel and I Daniel has this beautiful, great deal in Laguna Beach, like 2 blocks from the beach. You could hear the waves from his place. So no, I wouldn't even let him leave that place.
I can hear Little Mermaid singing at night to me.
Yes, you can hear the siren call.
No, okay, so interesting story. There have been 3 times we've tried getting married 3 times that people really didn't know about it. So most of you don't even know these stories.
But the 3rd time was the most to me the most convincing message.
Yes. So we were going to get married early on.
Yeah.
So for those of you, we met in 2012. Graves, I would love to sleep with them. It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful at night. We're going to get married in 2015. So we're like, okay, 2015. And hey, comadre. And then we went and then cancer kicked in. Cancer.
Yeah, cancer hit. That was
so the year 2015, we were like, we've been together 3 years. I think a lot of people around us were getting married, and we were like, and make more children. That would be y'all.
Oh, that's y'all. Yeah, I ain't getting pregnant again.
so we tried in 2015, and then cancer kicked in, so we didn't get married. And okay, we'll answer that in just a second. And then we tried again in 2017.
Yeah, 2017.
Because we went to Hawaii. Is that the one you were going to talk about?
Yeah, because like what freaking happened was
so we go to Hawaii.
A message from the universe.
We plan our trip to Hawaii, and
we have our friend who's she's an officiant, so she can officiate.
So Ruth Kramer, who was
I love Ruth
Reiki teacher, lived in Hawaii.
Yeah, she lived in Maui at the time.
So we plan our vacation to leave Maui the day after our anniversary. And we went in May. Yeah, we were coming back May 10th.
Yes.
Yeah. So we were because for those of you that followed us know that we officially have 2 anniversary dates, 2 years apart. It depends on who you ask is whose anniversary. But Christian considers May 9th, the day we met, as our anniversary date. So we were going to be in Maui in 2017, 5 years later. 5 years later? Yeah, 5 years later.
5 years later.
And the day we were getting married, we had it all planned out.
Well, we had the outfits. We were actually dressed and ready to
which
go.
is why you shouldn't plan shit out.
I know. It's like God has his own plan.
We were going to go out to the...
And I'm just going to preface again, insane what happened. What happened? You cannot have made it. Only a higher power could have done this.
So the night before, we get a call from Ruth saying, one of my friends' car has been found on the side of the road with her keys, her purse,
with the keys on the tire, on the rear
phone,
like all her
everything, and they can't find her. I may have to reschedule tomorrow. We're like, we can't reschedule tomorrow.
We're leaving.
Like we're leaving the next day, and tomorrow's our anniversary, and we want to get married.
Yeah.
And so in the morning, I'm like, well, let's just get ready because we never know what's going to happen.
And we hadn't heard the news. We're on vacation, so we're not watching the news, the local news. But apparently, this becomes. I mean, it actually became American news. Like,
it was national news. It was national news
that this woman is missing in the jungle on Maui, and no one can find her. But they found all her stuff, but she's not there.
And we're concerned, but we also wanted to get married.
We're concerned that she is in the middle of nowhere with no water in a hot tropical island.
I mean, what's an hour going to take away from you, Ruth? Just come and marry us.
We were actually thinking like that. It's like, no, that's not healthy thinking. That's dark thinking.
Yeah, but we were. I mean, talk about
take an hour off from looking for your best friend.
We were mild bridezillas, mild, not because we didn't have anything else planned. We were just going to go eat. And
hey, Gabe.
Hey, Gabe. And by the way, Michael is watching us on Instagram, Michael Moran. And he says he's too lazy to work out. He'd go for the Ozempic. But yeah, so off they go to find her. And so our wedding got canceled, ready to go. So I don't remember what we did. I think we just went out and ate or something.
We went out and had a really nice dinner.
And we were like, hey, Freddie.
Which was hard to find on Maui for some reason.
So we didn't get married. So then we wait. And I said, well, if we're going to get married, I want to get married before my 50th birthday. If we don't get married by the time I'm 50, I don't want to get married anymore. Like that's it. So.
And God spoke again.
And, okay, Laura, I
know we love you, Laura.
And, yeah, I'm not a big fan of Maui, but that's another story. But
neither am I, and that is another story.
So 2020, so my birthday, for those of you, follow me back in history.
Yes. Let's go on a little.
So we're back in January of 2020, and we're having the discussion. Hi, look, it's somebody you may know. Because I did something wrong. But we didn't get married, so that was the wrong thing.
And we never stopped for huli chicken.
Picture. January 2020. We're like, hey, if we're gonna get married, let's get married before the end of the year. I want to be married before I turn 50. If I turn 50, we're not married, it's not gonna happen. We're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
And that was my open. So then we're like, yes. We are like, we can save a little cash, we're Crystal, make a cake. We can just order some small catering stuff and we can go to the park and do it at the park and just invite the close friends. Yes, let's do it. In fact, the rings are sitting in a drawer right here. Mm-hmm. We're ready to go. And then
I feel like that Ray Robinson. And then everything was going well. And then
if all of you remember a little thing called COVID.
I know. Just COVID. Just again. My God makes me laugh so hard. Because if that again, a woman disappears into the jungle for like Cancer, jungle.
By the way, they found her. They
did find her, and she was alive and fine.
Yeah, but she was fine. She wandered out into the jungle.
It was but these situations, cancer, woman goes missing on the island of Maui of all places, and then
COVID. Yeah,
it's like no. No,
he's like, you're not meant to be in the same zip code. It's not going to happen.
And that doesn't mean we won't ever be in the same zip code, but it's just it's like I don't think the universe could have slapped us down anymore.
If there was ever a sign from God that said
a global
people should not get married, I mean, other than physically tying us up and sitting us down going, don't do it. Anyway, but we talked about it afterwards. Hey, Crystal, haven't seen you in a while. How's you? So we talked about it. And we're like, are we good not getting married and just not dealing with that?
You know what, guys? We're committed to each other. We are. I always say, let's look at, Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn are a wonderful example of they're totally committed to each other too. And now they're like 100 years old. So they're very, they're like, we ain't going nowhere. But we're totally committed to each other. And it looks like the universe is kind of telling us, you need to be very happy that you two love each other. You're committed to each other. Yeah, you guys fight. You have your issues. You have all this. Welcome to being in a long-term relationship with anyone.
Just for losers.
He's
Yeah.
gonna lose. Yeah, Gabe.
Nobody's
Yeah.
nobody's gonna hold me down. I
Yeah,
ain't got no ring on my finger.
I'm not being held down by any hand finger cuffs.
Sexy, gorgeous, women down losers. Yes, I will take that.
I will take that.
Yeah,
We fit that description. I know that one.
we have, compadre. We have 3 moments in memories. We have 3 moments in memories. We will never forget that.
We, each one has given us an incredible, huge thing to cause us where we will never forget those days.
Yes, get in touch, Crystal. Get in touch. Only one positive thing happened to me during COVID. My student loan interest was at hold.
Yeah,
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Thank you, COVID. Gracias, COVID. El COVID me salvó. Make it with it. Make it forth and make it last.
Oh, we made a vow.
No, we're good. We're good.
This is
but,
it.
But I mean, when 15 comes around, we will throw a party. We'll have a nice little party.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, it just cracks us up that we just. I mean, I don't think you could get slapped down by bigger things.
Yeah, see that,
and they escalated. They got bigger.
Yeah, it was like mind you, the first and lesser of the 3 was cancer. That is to say that.
I know, cancer, and then global pandemic for 4 years. COVID.
I mean, we started with cancer, then we went to a kidnapped woman because that's what everyone thought,
Yes.
and then COVID. So when I say I take over the world, this is my interpretation. I'm taking over the world. Ellie says she'll cook. Great. We got a cake.
I love that. Oh my God. You know, I was thinking about those tostadas the other day, and the sopa that we had at that house those years ago, particularly when I was really sick, and that was one of the only things that would stay down. Like I didn't get sick from it. Ooh, that's like manna from God, Ellie. Thank you. I always remembered that particular meal because I was so in the middle at the height of my illness, and and they hadn't figured anything out yet, and all that food actually stayed down that day. That was incredible. Like I was so grateful for that.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it was an important thing. I needed to keep some type of food in me, and for that wonderful food you made stayed in me, and it kept me from starving.
I'm craving the tostadas and
the sopa.
And that's the
I know you liked them as much as I did. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. The cancer at the time. Yeah, you just don't know. I mean, you don't know.
It's just crazy we have that story. I think that's a more interesting story than if everything just worked out.
Yeah. But I mean, looking back, it marks moments in our lives too.
Yeah,
because Maui also was when I was coming out of my cancer and ostomy stuff, and that's when you were starting to get sick too.
And again, it's like Daniel, we went from one illness to another. Like, thanks.
Yeah,
no downtime.
Well, our comadre makes, is it chicken?
Yeah, it's a shredded chicken.
And then we the consommé. It's what we drink the consommé. It's like it's so good. That sounds really good right now.
I know. I'm so hungry and I don't have a lot of food in my house, so I'm like,
sounds really good. But yeah, so it's interesting. I mean, I'm sure most of you have like something tragic happened, and it just marked a moment in your lives, and you remember. Like there's a big connection with it. You guys are literally the Beastie Boys.
License to ill. Yeah. That's what it feels like. I'm like, gosh darn it, I just want to feel well. I don't want to be sick.
Totally. Again, thank you. Hello to all the friends that are watching us on Instagram.
So happy you all are here.
There's a lot of people watching us, and I appreciate your comments. So thank you for joining us. Keep them coming. I'm watching the screen to make sure that I report back. There's only StreamYard hasn't figured out how to put your messages into the system. So, but I'm keeping an eye out. Well, speaking of nationals today, speaking of things, overlooking things, today is National Guardian Angel Day.
And speaking of a guardian angel, I must have been like one for my kids today, because when I went out where they all eat lunch, and all my little ones, I just love the little ones. Kindergarten to third grade are my favorite age groups to work with. And I had done a presentation to 2 classes of second graders. I was mobbed when I walked up to the lunch area where they all were eating. They all leapt off their left their tables and ran up to me, giving me hugs. So I had, of course, keep my arms out, because it stinks when you're a guy, you can't hug them back, blah blah blah. But it was the cutest thing. Like, even the teacher I was walking with was like, "What is going on? Who are you?" I am the child whisperer. But I guess they really, I know. But I guess they really enjoyed my presentation and logging in and getting to connect with the tutor and everything. And they just connected a lot of positive. It was such a burst of positive energy. And from children, it's always so pure and so beautiful. And they're just so sweet. And I'm like, guys, go eat your lunch. Like, you don't have a long time for lunch. So eat. Be fruitful. Eat your lunch, children. It was so sweet. And it was something, you don't even know you need something. It's like the universe knew I needed that loving, just to remind me that I'm a good person, and I'm right where I should be, working with kids.
Yeah,
they're so awesome. It was just so amazing. The teacher I was with is like, they've never done that to me. And she's an awesome teacher. She was like a really cool person. I'm like,
you're like, coincidence? I think not. I think not. But yes, the compadre was talking about the news. Yes, the ports in the East Coast are closing. Just to clarify, for people watching the news, the West Coast ports are not opening. There's 2 separate unions. The West Coast is open. The East Coast is going on strike.
Oh, okay.
And the things that mostly will affect you is, I think, there's a lot of things that's in stock. All of the dry goods, everything that's can last is in storage and will last for a while. Anything that is imported that doesn't, like the one thing that we're talking about is bananas. Bananas get imported on a regular basis. Maricruz, ¿cómo estás? Gracias por lo.
I know. I love what you say.
Eso se entendió. He understood the guapo part.
I'm like, hola.
Something good comes out of the West Coast. Oh, excuse me, we're from the West Coast. Hello, sir. Actually, no, I'm Central.
Actually, all the citrus that keeps you from getting scurvy comes from the West Coast.
Did I take advantage of National Taco? I did not. I wasn't feeling great.
And and you can get free tacos on that day.
I was coming off of a long weekend, and I was really tired and trying to recoup energy. So I stayed home yesterday. Guapísimo. Oh, gracias.
I agree.
I was told to talk about water and canned food. My cousin works at Costco. Yeah, well, anything that comes from the East Coast. So you have to see where the delivery is coming from. If it's an East Coast delivery, all the cookbooks have script. Shut up. So yeah, you have to pay attention. So I was watching the news this morning, and they were like, if it's an East Coast delivery, then yes, start stocking up. If it's something that's delivered from West Coast, then there's no concern. Yeah, because they're different unions.
And I always say, remember, everyone, California, if it's separated from the United States, would be the 7th largest economy in the world. 7th. We would be more. That means there's so many countries that would not even equal our gross product, our GOP. Yeah. It's California. I guarantee you, we don't have to worry too much. Just most of our stuff doesn't come from the East Coast.
Yeah, most of our stuff comes from the West Coast. So just pay attention where it's going. But unos tacos de bistec.
Like when you're ordering on Amazon, that's where you have to watch if it's coming from the East Coast.
Yeah, you guys get it from both. You guys get it from both sides. I'm in Japan. I'm Charlie, Los Angeles. Well, you know, actually, let me turn this banner off because I don't think we're going to get to this right now. But there was an interesting article in the news about Japan having all these cities that are kind of abandoned, and they will actually pay you to go
To
move
move
in.
there.
You get a bonus to go move in. So,
Well, and
compadre,
they pay you like every month. You get a stipend for living
yeah,
there.
yeah. So if you right now is the time to move to Japan if you want to.
Now, remember, they just had like an 8.0, like some huge earthquake again recently. So don't forget, everywhere has a price.
I mean, we've all been trained in California.
I mean, we're Californians.
We
We're
just
used
had
to
another
their
earthquake.
earthquakes are bigger than ours.
We just had an earthquake on Tuesday.
Yeah,
Tuesday or Monday? Monday.
I think it was Tuesday. I thought it was Tuesday.
It happened over in Ontario, but I felt it a little here. Yeah,
I didn't get. We felt a tiny little vibration.
I mean, okay. I'm gonna say this once again because people have talked to me, especially when I travel to conferences. Oh my god! I'm like, when you live in California, it's regular taxes. When you go outside of California and you go to another state, then it seems expensive. But when you live here, you kind of just get used to it. I mean, I have. They will, but Laura doesn't want to. Pues déjala. Bye. I'm going to Japan.
I'm going to take half the kids to.
I'll send you sushi. I think I'm turning Japanese.
I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so.
Cuando voy a Monterrey? Pronto.
Oh, one of the teachers, to get the kids to be quiet, what did she say? She would go, hey now, and the kids would be all, that's what dreams are made of. It's a song that Haley Duff sang when she was playing Hannah Montana. It was in like the movie Hannah Montana movie.
I mean,
well, whatever one she played, I don't know. I didn't watch that garbage, but I love Haley Duff. I love her. Or Hillary Duff, not Haley Duff. Hillary Duff. Hillary Duff, the really cute one.
I'm not gonna add to that. I have a joke, but I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, so I thought that was such a cute way to get the kids to be quiet. She's all, hey now, and she's all, that's what dreams.
You mean Miley Cyrus? Miley Cyrus.
No, not Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus played Hannah Montana.
Well, that's not who it is, and it's another one of those Disney freakish characters.
You guys know what?
It's the one that was part where they would show her as a cartoon for part of the show. It was Haley. It was Hillary Duff. I don't remember who she played. I never watched it. I don't watch that.
Haley, isn't Haley her sister?
No, it was just her in the show.
But Haley's her sister.
But I'm. That's why I corrected myself.
About Hillary, not Haley.
Yeah, that's why I corrected myself already and said Hillary.
Which one gave the Turning Japanese? I don't know this. I mean, I know the song. I don't know what it's about.
No, it's not. She has nothing to do with that song. That song just reminded me.
I know. He's saying, do you know what that song's actually about? I'm asking him.
Turning Japanese?
Yes.
Oh. No, I really don't. I just thought it was.
I can't take the kids, so no way, Jose. Hillary Duff, Lizzie McGuire.
No, yeah, Lizzie McGuire. That's it. Thank you, Charlie. Hillary Duff played Lizzie McGuire in the Lizzie McGuire movie. That was her last song she sang in the movie.
Christian is not the Disney gay. Just to clarify.
No, can't stand any Disney. No.
Lizzie something.
Lizzie something. Lizzie something.
Sabrina. No, that's
the teenage Peta.
That's something else. Her dad was the main nerd from the Revenge of the Nerds film.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that was the ending song to the Hillary Duff movie.
Turning Japanese is about masturbation.
Please
talk while I Google that.
I don't get the connection there. There's a new word. There's a new word for masturbation that kids are using, and it's when they pleasure themselves in class. It is the most horrific thing that I've heard of yet that this new generation does, but I've actually witnessed it twice.
Okay, so based on, I had to look it up. What is it? No way, I watched The Revenge of the Nerds too young, but love the movies. Yes, those were classic. I mean, those were classic 80s movies. So, because when he's about to finish and while he's doing it, his eyes are squinted. So it's a. I'm looking it up as we're speaking. Hold on. It's the 80s song, Turning Japanese. Yes, this. So he says, according to songwriter David Fenton, Turning Japanese is all the cliches about angst and youth and turning into something you didn't expect. Fenton intended the song to be a love song, with the character of the song pinning over a photograph of his ex-girlfriend in his bedroom, drawing from Fenton's own experience.
Oh dear Lord, no, he was right.
But yes, in slang, it was written about the turning Japanese was an English phrase for masturbation. Okay. Which it wasn't. Well, they say it wasn't, but if it's popular belief, it's popular belief. So there you go, folks. Next time you're hearing the song Turning Japanese, lube up.
Ew, no. Wash your hands.
With that, happy Guardian Angel Day.
Yes. Thank goodness for our guardian angel.
Oh my God. Hey, lying, it's about choking the
Pollo.
Yo, he lies right. Well, obviously the slang for it, but anyway, folks. But yes, today is I'll just give you the lowdown. Oh, here's one because I wanted to talk about this one. Today is also National Name Your Car Day.
Sylvia.
Sylvia, Betsy.
And what was our Howard, our former child.
For anybody that knew my convertible.
Did you have were your earlier cars named Daniel?
The
Challenger and the Geo?
The Challenger, no.
The Tracker?
My favorite movie from the 70s called Warriors, and Lauren.
Oh.
So I never watched Warriors.
I remember. I know what you're talking about. That's a rough movie. I named my car Turning Japanese. It's a Honda, but it was built in Tennessee, so it's turning Japanese.
And what do you have? A Toyota?
I know, right? Well, so Daniel has had. So did your Tracker have a name?
I don't remember. I don't think it was a she.
Oh, okay.
But I don't remember if she did or not.
Okay. So the ones the main one you remember is Howard, though, because you definitely Howard and Betsy are yours, and then I have what was the Explorer's name? It was a big girl name, Adina, or
it wasn't Bertha.
It was it? No, it wasn't Bertha, but it was something like that. Because she a big girl. That was a big girl truck. That was a big old truck, big old V8. And then Sylvia is my little love right now. She is just the sweetest little thing, and she is getting me around. I'm driving her again, so she's like, I'm getting exercising now, and now I'm just not getting fat in the driveway.
And the truck. What kind of car did you have, Crystal? What car do you have that's Bessie?
What was Bessie?
What is Bessie?
I love that name.
White car.
Oh, your white car, the Hyundai that you had.
Poppin' Fresh. Poppin' Fresh.
I love it. And Diabla, I like that. That's very cool. That was Jesse's truck's name.
Hold on, I'm looking up. I'm looking up to see if it means anything when you name your car. Naming a car is a tradition that can strain the connection between the driver and the vehicle. It can be a fun and personal way to show appreciation for the car. Some reasons people name their car include to share memories, to express identity, to feel a sense of companionship, to project qualities, to make it feel more human. Yeah, I guess, because I definitely talk to Betsy a lot.
Huh, interesting. I just saw a shadow. It's interesting. So it was a Toyota Tercel hatchback that was called Bessie from the previous owner. That's really that was Betsy too. We inherited Betsy with her name already.
Yeah, Betsy came with the name already.
But it did fit her. I think Betsy fits her very well.
Yeah, so she stayed Betsy.
So she stayed Betsy. Otherwise, when we adopted her, we would have changed her name on the birth certificate.
Yeah, and Howard didn't have a name when I got him. I bought him from my former roommate.
You ain't getting a 350Z. I'll believe it when I see it.
What's a 350Z?
Oh my Lord, it is a fabulous little sports. It's a Nissan. It's Nissan's little Z car, their little sports car, and it is an amazing drifting vehicle. Everybody drifts in those things. They're so awesome. They're an amazing car. And if Jesse, if you get that, yeah, I'm gonna come by and take a look at that and need a ride in that one. 350Z. Yes, I had one as a rental car, and oh my Lord, that was so much fun to drive. It was so much fun. Anyway, car guys know
I had another car in college that I named Sweet Caroline because this one time I starting out, and then the song Sweet Caroline came out on the radio.
There you go.
Right back again. Well, there you go.
See, that's your universe telling you, yeah.
Prove Mr. America, he will turn on any. Well,
I saw a shadow, and then my Alexa is talking to me.
I named my car Christine the way I can just front people and blame the car.
It's Christine's fault.
If you haven't seen the movie Christine, then you probably don't get it. My top
that is awesome.
I could see that. I was like, I noticed that one. I was like, Toyota to sell.
And Toyota Tercel. I figured it out. Crystal. Yes, I am. That's why I'm
golf condition. I guess somebody else is having trouble with their text.
But yes, I am, and that's why I'm getting since ideally the Sequoia just having trouble. Wait, when did you get a Sequoia?
I guess
in golf condition.
Has it been that long since we visited? How about the folks over on Instagram? What do you?
Has it been that? It's been too long since we visited. We really need to go see our godson.
My first car I named Papa Smurf.
Oh, I love it. Aww. I didn't name cars till I got till Sylvia. My previous cars. Oh well, no, I want to say it was a Dina.
I can't remember.
Anyway, the Explorer was the first. Actually, the Explorer was the first car I named. That felt like she had a good name. Yeah. Okay, so the Sequoia. I thought Crystal had a Sequoia. So I assume Crystal bought a brand new one, if I'm correct. Right, Daniel? Didn't she buy a brand new car?
I don't remember.
I remember she did, and I think it was a Sequoia. It was a huge Toyota. So now you have one too. Okay. They're a terrific car. It's a Toyota. A Toyota V8s are like bulletproof. All you have to do is change the oil, which Jesse could definitely do.
All right. So cool. So anyway,
it's car crap. I don't want to talk about cars.
Let's just I did a Tercel hatchback in high school, and then
a Cutlass Sierra.
It was a Cutlass Sierra. God,
I love those cars. Those were such great cars. Cutlass Sierra. You have to be Gen X to remember that one.
Keep posting your car's names so we can say them, and
that's so cool. But I think it's wonderful to name your car. People crack up when I'm all, Sylvia. I found a great spot for Sylvia right out front, and they're like, "You drove a person named Sylvia?" That's just cool.
Your pizza.
Zapatito.
That's cute. Well, I just had to change my battery a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, that was an experience.
So talk about, I've been driving around forever, right? Obviously, but I stopped to get gas on Sunday, coming home from volunteering, and Betsy decides not to turn on at the gas pump. Nothing more annoying than not being able to turn your car on and people honking at you. And you're like, if I could freaking move, I would move. And
like they act like you're just standing on the outside of your car because you want to annoy them. Like I don't know what to do. I don't know how to start my car.
What? I'm gonna say this. I did have y'all seen the TikTok videos or the videos where they say pull the seatbelt and then you can strap it and you can push it on? I did that and it actually works.
It does work. Yeah, it gives you leverage so you can actually move the car on your own.
Luckily,
and you still steer it.
Luckily, there were a couple of people that just pulled into the pumps, and they were like, they could see me like just sweating. They're like, "Do you need help?" So they helped me. So AAA comes out. So shout out to AAA because they really have saved me a couple of times.
They're awesome.
So okay, so you talk about embarrassing moments. So the guy, I text Christian. I'm like, the car's not working. He's like, call AAA. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll call him. I call them up. My battery's dead. I need a jump. Guy comes out. he's this Jordanian guy because we got to talking because he was waiting, and his name's Mo. So Mo. So I'm like, Mo's like, you're gonna have to buy a new battery, and I'm like, because Christian said to me like it has a warranty. I'm like, oh yeah, it has a warranty. Like all our stuff has warranty. So I'm like, doesn't it have warranty? And the guy's like, yeah, it's good for 3 years. I'm like, okay, like let's
He's like,
let's wrap this up. I did not realize that. I don't know if anybody else does, but AAA puts a sticker on your battery
oh yeah, yeah.
to let you know when you bought it. I should have looked at that first, but I did because I don't know how to open the trunk, and I need directions just to do it. And
The hood.
the guy goes, "It's good for 3 years." I'm like, "Right, it's good for 3 years," and he keeps looking at me. It's good for 3 years.
He's like, look at your
Yeah.
battery.
And
sir.
I'm like,
Look at-
no, if it's good for 3 years, let's wrap this up. Get me a battery. I got things to do. And he goes, your battery is from 2017.
I didn't even remember that. I was like,
And I'm
"What is
like,
this?"
so it's expired?
It's 7 years old. Like, I think he was more amazed that you had a
Yeah.
7-year-old battery that worked that
Did I see
long.
the trunk? Did I see the trunk?
Yeah, it's the hood. Yes.
It's the hood. I don't go to the hood, Dave.
I apparently do.
I don't go to the hood. I'm bougie.
I've been in
But,
South Central.
So
for
he
2
keeps
weeks
looking
now.
at me like it's from 2017. And he literally does this to me. He goes, 2017, 2024. And he's like, 7 years.
Oops. I mean,
And I'm still looking at him like he's the idiot. I'm like, is
I
that?
don't understand. Can you just replace the battery, please?
And I mean, it sounded like a line from Clueless. Like, is that a long time?
No, okay.
Is that a lot in cars? So I had to buy a new battery, but now she has a new battery, so she's running.
And new terminals.
And new terminals because those
Your terminals were all
Yes,
yucky too.
that girl. I mean, he was like, "You are very lucky." He goes, "You're very lucky," because we started to talking because he had to wait for another battery to be delivered.
He was like, those terminals are done.
He's like,
Yeah.
"You're very lucky."
And a battery's never, I don't know many people who have a battery for 7 years.
Well, thank you, Mike Moran. I did not know that. Everybody knows it's the hood, not the trunk. Whatever.
and then in some countries the trunk is called the boot.
The boot.
The boot.
The boot.
That's what they call the trunk in England, Great
Oh.
Britain.
Well, there we go. You're welcome,
called a
folks.
boot.
We're international.
Like if you're driving a Jaguar, not a Jaguar, but if you're driving a Jaguar, when your trunk is open, it doesn't say trunk open, it says boot.
Boot. Boot.
Boot, boot.
Anyway, so
What is that? What is that? Boots and
boots and pants.
boots and pants. It's not like that. That little
When
piggy
the
doing
trunk
it.
is called the boot, the hood is called the bonnet. Oh, is it?
Oh, that's right. It is called the bonnet. So it says bonnet is ajar. Your bonnet's ajar. No, it isn't. It looks fabulous. Bonnet. Anyway.
Yeah, boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants.
Boots there. Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants.
So what is
Boots
it?
and cats.
All my batteries are used ones because the new one is too bougie for me. But
Oh,
Betsy has a new
wow.
one now. Betsy has a new one. She had a little lift done.
A little lift.
Boots and cats. Boots and cats. That's it.
Boots and cats.
But there is a song, Boots and Pants. Boots and Pants. That's, anyway,
Boots and pants. I just remember the little piggy doing it. It was so funny. He's like, "This is what it's out. This is basically what it is." Boots and pants.
well, just to round it out for you guys. So yes, today's also International Walk to School Day. For those of you that walked to school.
Oh, I can say the school I was at today was nothing but stairs. I swear it was built on the side of a hill, literally built on the side of a hill. So everywhere I went was you have to go up another set of stairs and another set of stairs. So I got my steps in today.
When I was in high school.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when we were in high school, Gabe, and they were still using horses and carriages.
I work from school. Does that count? It does.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. From the time I was in the 4th grade, I would walk to school all the way through.
I
high school.
walked to school from like
Manuela Rodriguez, hola, ¿cómo estás? All the way from
first grade.
Texas. All the way
We
from
walked to
Texas.
school from first grade to fifth grade to sixth grade, actually, because our grammar school was first kindergarten to sixth.
Saludos, Manuela. Anyway, it's time. You ready?
Yes. My pick of the week is The Penguin on Max. It is like a prequel to the Batman movies and the Penguin villain character. It's really interesting. It's gritty, and it's just a fantastic watch. It's entertaining to watch, and it's funny to watch the Penguin. He's been represented so many different ways, and this is a pretty good one. Colin Farrell is playing the Penguin. He's in a lot of prosthetics and everything, but it's pretty incredible. He's doing a really good job. Very entertaining show, and it's on the Max.
My pick of the week is The Long Game. Oops, no.
It's the Penguin. Oh, no.
Yeah. It's The Long Game. The movie takes place in 1955 in South Texas. In fact, there's a reference to McAllen, Texas, where my sister lives. It's the story of 5 young Mexican-American kids who are caddies, and they start building their own golf course. And then the new superintendent comes to the school, and he's a golfer, and he wants to join this golf clubhouse. And it's about their journey in making it and trying to get their school team, to become official and play in tournaments. But I watched it on the plane when I usually watch movies that okay, I'll be honest. I watch movies on the plane that I don't want to watch at home. But this one really was cool. Number one, I think it got me because there's Mexican American and there's some Spanish in it. Cheech Marin is in it. But also like how the come together of the movie and the way they work together to reach their goal. There were some really cool moments. There's some sad moments. And for anybody who's Latino, who's ever been discriminated in some way or another, where's my hand? It really brought those feelings back. So I totally encourage you to watch it. So it's available. The Long Game is available on Netflix. So check it out. And what are y'all watching? Tell us what you're watching so we can check it out.
What y'all watching?
What is it? We used to jump off the bridge to take a shortcut home. Oh, shoot. All right.
Hey, extreme.
Yeah, The Long Game is a good movie. I really enjoyed it. It's something that I would watch again because I watched it on the plane and I tend to doze off. But I would want to watch it again. And then I'd have to rewind. You know how it is? You rewind and it loses its impact.
I'm currently watching that, Michael.
Oh.
I'm currently watching it. It's really good.
So
I watched the older Alex Hernandez story, and it was so ridiculous. So this is.
So how is this different from the other one?
What?
How is this Alex Hernandez different from the other one?
This one feels like a little more real to me. The other one felt like it was just surface, like they didn't want to go too deep because he was still, well, it wasn't too, it was too soon maybe for the other one, but this one it's not.
I hate you.
Boss, the plane.
The plane.
Oh, that's so horrible.
For those of you that know, we're watching Dragon Ball Super. I haven't watched it the first time, so.
Yeah, I did. I know what you're talking about. I like Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball's awesome.
But go ahead.
Yes, you have an opinion on Dragon Ball Super.
But go aheed.
I should say it was awesome. I love all the Dragon Balls. There isn't one I don't like.
I used to watch Dragon Ball. I used to watch Dragon Ball in Monterrey.
You watched Dragon Ball Z then?
Yes. So back then we used to watch it with the kids, with Juanita's kids. We used to watch it together after school. My pick is the minimum. I want to watch it. I want to watch it.
I've seen that too. It's pretty good.
I was coming home today and they were playing a song on the 80s and they were telling a little bit of behind the story of it. So now I want to watch it. So I want to see Brian O'Donnell. Hello, sir. I just saw him this weekend at a conference.
Yes, I thought that might be the connection there.
Good to see you.
Oh, if you like anime and you're a guy, watch High School DxD. I'll have to give that a watch. As long as it's not all about animated girls, I'm good.
This one looks like, oh, okay, got you. The
People
new
versus OJ.
Alex
Oh
Hernandez.
yes, it's gonna be hardcore. FX. I like FX takes the cuffs off. They don't play friendly. Like I just watched the new Menendez documentary that FX did, and yeah, dragging balls. Yes, I'm getting so old. They're dragging. Gabe, you're right.
How about the folks on Instagram? What are y'all watching right now?
It's the must watch away from the. Oh yes, I'm sure. I'm Big Brother all the way. We got into Big Brother for a while, and then we just kind of faded away.
Well,
Like right now, I haven't started the Golden Bachelorette, and I really want to watch that. So
well, we watch the Celebrity Big Brother.
Yeah, which is shorter. It's shorter.
We watch
I
Celebrity
think
Brother because we
Brothers-
like making fun of people.
the regular one is just so long. It's like a much longer. I'm like,
Now, TV wise, not part of my pick of the weeks, but TV wise, there's a couple of really good shows that just started this season. Matlock is pretty good.
Matlock is awesome.
Kathy
And
Bates.
Kathy Bates lost over 100 pounds doing Ozempic. So
Yeah, you want to be on it? I'm rooting for you, man. It would be awesome.
you love what is that? Yes, I love all bareback. I want to be on it. Oh, you mean Big Brother? Sometimes I love being me. The Good Doctor is one of my favorite shows. It's so good. I'm only kidding, Bryant. I'm only kidding. Oh, good. Oh, yes. I did want to really. I can't get into Melinda's talking about Crystal. It's pretty ridiculous. There were some really stretched realities in that one.
Oh my God.
I'm so dead.
Brian, and I'll explain to him how we know each other in a minute, but
I hear some snorting.
so much funnier.
Oh no, you did not just say that. I did, Jesus.
I hear some snorting. Yes, it happened. Yeah.
I love that. I'm kissing myself. Because that's what it's sorry. I guess I have that wretched mind that just came right through. I'm like, oh, okay, he liked that.
But there's
And it's ironic I say that considering where Daniel met him.
yes. Not that. No, let's clarify. We met at a conference, but not doing that. No. Not that he's ugly or anything, but no, but
Oh my God, I didn't think I'd start such a roll there.
oh my God. Where's Emery when you need him?
I know, right?
But the other good show is the one with what's his name? From the new Star Trek. Played Spock.
Oh, the guy who plays the Spock on the
his new show.
Not the show, but the movie. The movie,
Yeah.
the new Star Trek movies. Zachary Quinto.
Zachary Quinto. His new show is pretty interesting too.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. What is it on though?
I've been watching it on.
Is
Peacock?
it a Hulu?
It's a Peacock.
Oh, it's a Peacock. Okay.
I think so. Peacock or Paramount? Paramount.
Oh, Paramount. Okay.
Yeah.
Cabin in the Woods is good. I've watched that.
My dad.
And Tulsa King, I've been told it's good, but it's just not my cup of tea. I'm not a big fan.
Yes. So I didn't want to say anything for you, Brian, but yes. So Brian is also an HIV advocate, and we met at Healthy Voices, the conference that I just came back from. We met last year. That was his first one last year.
And I didn't even think of the irony of me saying what I said.
That's why I was like, that is so funny. By the way, I didn't want to leave the show without talking about some of the most recent passings of some of the celebrities. Where did I leave that list?
And we didn't do a TikTok either.
We didn't do a TikTok. We're like 5 minutes out. It was perfect. Yes, perfect timing for it all.
It really was.
But Maggie Smith.
I know that was very sad to me because she is she was like one of the best Harry Potter professors I loved.
John Amos from Good Times and
That was the father on Good
the
Times.
father from Good Times, but he was also Gordy on the Mary Tyler Moore Show. He was the weatherman.
I never watched Mary Tyler Moore.
Yeah, from anybody, and he was on Roots. For anybody who watched Roots, he was.
Oh, Roots.
Yeah.
Right.
Chris Christopherson just passed away.
That's shocking too. Well, not shocking, but wow.
Yes, Ken Page, who played Augie in the Night Before Christmas movie. The voice of, he did a bunch of other stuff, but he just died. Or
Yeah.
Angel Jones.
Was it Rip Torn who passed away recently too?
This year, yes.
Yeah, this year. And then James Earl Jones. Come on, guys.
Yeah, Coming to America.
Yeah, that's a loss of one of the most iconic voices ever.
Yeah. Well, James Earl Jones and John Amos were both in Coming to America.
Oh, I didn't know that.
James Earl Jones played the dad.
Played the king.
The king. And then Jane Amos played the McDougal dad.
Oh, okay. So they both were the dads. That's kind of
They both were dads. Yeah, they were both in the same movie. There's it. I just watched Chip Crazy on Max. I thought
and he was Mufasa. Yes, Mufasa.
a little cringe that these people kept wild animals.
It is cringe. That's why I can't watch it, because it's so cringe. I know.
But didn't we watch something like that? Didn't we watch a show where they were, or did I watch it by myself?
I think you watched by. I don't like these type of shows.
Okay.
I don't. It's like Toddlers and Tiaras. It's that same level of weirdness.
So my friend Martha, I want to show these before we go, because my friend Martha, she didn't send me the information on time, but she's making some really cool. Apparently, I'm on a date, but these are the new things in kitchen. It's oven mitts and a towel, and people decorate them. And she is doing her part. She's decorating and she's selling these. If you are interested in any of this stuff, she's mailing them. This has a little moon on it. She gave me several to showcase. This has a little gnome.
They're very cute.
A little gnome. Here's another gnome, and it's on both sides. So I guess these sit on stuff so you can use them and grab stuff, which is kind of cool.
Very cool.
There's pumpkins.
Nice.
And
it's very traditional.
Hello Fall for the men. For those of you men who cook.
Why? Because of truck?
There's pumpkin. For Halloween, there's a Halloween one.
Yeah. Oh,
you see they have little pumpkins on the bottom. And
then, love it.
And then the last one, because I told her I would show them. Here's a little spider web.
Spider web.
But she goes out and finds the towels and the mitts, puts it together, adds some decor to it. And she also does cups like this. And she's working on some other stuff. So anyway, if you want more information, reach out to me and I will let you know. Yes. So I did see. Yeah, I did see it. I have seen it. That's why I said, compadre, for the men that cook. Good night, Christian Daniel. Good night. Thank you for watching, Brian.
Good night, Brian. Thanks for letting me make my joke.
Thanks for the fun. Thanks for the memories.
Thanks for the memories.
I've been talking.
End of every Carol Burnett show.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I'm glad we had this time together. Atlanta just hit a home run and starting to rally a comeback. For those of you interested in baseball,
Charlie.
Bye, Charlie. Have a good night. Good to
Hey now. Hey now.
Sometimes might burn the food, but it's because my ADD makes me forget. About what?
Yeah, so does mine when I burn stuff.
Before we go, just to remind you that.
Hi, I'm Christian P. Ramirez. I do spiritual coaching and mediumship consultation. I am happy to work with anyone on getting some messages from the other side. They're not going to be from a specific person. I just get the messages and I relay. It really is more spiritual coaching, and the spirits help me guide you down the right path. Give me a call, give me an email, give me a ring.
And if you're interested in some transpersonal coaching, we can do groups, we can do individuals, team building workshops, and in person or virtual. Send me an email at danielggarza@littlemexicanproductions.com for more information. And those seem kind of thrown out there, but just so you know. Good night, Charlie. Good night, Crystal. Good night, John Boy.
So good night, John Boy. Good night, Brian. Thank you so much.
For everybody. Oh, and Wayne
We
and I
love
are
you all.
talking. We had to postpone the next time someone said, "Hey now," everybody.
Hey now, hey now.
Love you too. Love you too.
This is what dreams are made of.
Wayne and I have been talking about relaunching.
Good night. We love you guys too.
But we'll give you updated and all that. But for now, anything else before we go? We missed our TikToks, but we'll have those next week.
We'll have them next week.
Memories. Everybody.
We love you too, Nancy.
Where's the video? Oh, here it is. We'll see you guys.